In 2010, I left my corporate career, my marriage, my life, my friends, everything behind in Istanbul. And then I moved across the globe to Los Angeles, California.
In the golden age of the speaking business, some of the most renowned speakers like Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, and Zig Ziglar have built empires around their audio programs. We saw speakers turn their live presentations into multi-million-dollar businesses. Many speakers have tried to duplicate the success. However, it seems like they forgot how important audio programs were for many of the legends. Today, incorporating music gives us even more possibilities. With this podcast, we will explore them all.
What's up? This is Chawn Bracey, Selling from the Stage, the Selling from the Stage podcast. This is the second official full episode, and I'm really excited because we have a really special guest here. She has over 1,000 students that she's taught. She's spoke and coached people in over 50 countries, and she has her own neuroscience technology that she created. I'm here with Shiny Unsal. You take them here up. Here, now they're at their highest peak form.
Yes, they can actually maximize their potential. They can tap into the light that they have within. Yeah. The reason why I became Shiny, right? I am here to be the light first for myself and then for others. And then I know that it is for all of us. You have the light inside of you. I have the light inside of me, and my clients and my students, they have the light inside of them. Right. So when I actually show them, hey, tap inside to that. Tap into your light within. Let it shine out. Mm-hmm. And that's what happens. That's the process of how we help them maximize their potential.
You have coaching clients like all across the world. So how did you get into that, you know?
So to create a distinction, I've had thousands of clients, coaching clients. Right now, I have coaching students. Ooh. Okay, so I'm actually teaching coaching skills. And so that's why my clients are now my students.
Nice.
Okay.
I love that.
So how did I start? I started out of my own need.
Wow.
You know? I needed to coach myself, and it all started with the book. In 2003, I read the book of neurolinguistic programming. It goes like, 20 decades ago.
A couple years ago.
I was 2 years old.
Nice.
So it all started with curiosity. I am a good student. I consider myself a professional student, hence the PhD and my ongoing PsyD and many other 34 certifications that I have. So I always study. I always study. And since I was a little girl, I studied a lot of things, and books were my best friends. Born and raised in a very small town, coming from nothing, like no internet, no Wi-Fi, no social media era, books were my best friends. Right. And then I kept reading books to a point that in 1998, not even 2000, 1998, my book that I read in 1998, Conversations with God.
Oh, I heard about that book. I need to read that.
Neil Donald Walsh. Three series I read. Ooh. And just like woke me up. And then fast forward in 2003, I read the Neurolinguistic Programming book. And then fast forward 2010, I finally went to a structured NLP practitioner certification training.
Wow.
And with that, my mind expansion was unstoppable. was followed by this structured NLP training. I was unstoppable in 2010. I said, okay, you know what? I'm leaving everything behind. I was in the world of corporate marketing and advertising for a decade by then. So I left everything behind. I said, you know what? There is something deeper within myself that I want to find. I want to explore. I want to explore what this is in my heart. I knew that there was this potential. And then I finally said bye to everything. And in 2010, I left my corporate career, my marriage, my life, my friends, everything behind in Istanbul. And then I moved across the globe to Los Angeles, California. I also teach how to sell to my coaching students.
You teach them how to sell?
I teach them how to sell.
How do you sell?
I first start with the definition of selling. Because some people, they don't like selling because they are sold so many times,
Right.
There might be not the most effective ways of selling by some other people. So the way that I reframe selling is, hey, we sell by sharing. Selling is sharing. And then why do we share? Because we care.
Sharing is caring.
So selling is sharing. Sharing is caring. Therefore, selling is caring.
So just show that you care, actually care,
Yeah.
Then once you actually care, then you will be able to actually see what they need and what value you can provide for them and meet them where they're at.
Exactly.
To create that transformation.
Exactly, because I care. I care about you. I care about whoever is listening to this podcast. I care about that person, that they have dreams in their heart. And that dream is bigger than themselves, but they are limiting. They're saying, no, I can't. No, not now. Oh, maybe one day. No, it's either one day or day one.
Oof. One day or day one. So what is stopping most people, you think?
Fear.
Fear?
Mm-hmm.
They're scared. They're scared to reach the next level. They're scared to objection from their family or just all of it.
Fear is real. Fear is our human conditioning. We are in this human body. Yeah. That's not who we are. This is the outfit. Wow. We wear the human outfit.
Ooh, we're spiritual beings, right?
We are spiritual beings. And that's why the fear comes with the human body, the human outfit. It comes with it. It comes with it. We are born with it. Therefore, when we understand and accept that there's always going to be fear, then we can move on with it. Because there is this ideation that fear is going to disappear one day. Oh, when I am ready, one day. So that's why it's sometime in the future, like one day. No, that one day you will still have the fear.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere, It comes with the human outfit.
Wow.
So once we understand that, the biggest breakthrough is going to happen that I call neuroshine moments of truth.
Ooh. So is this the core of your neuroshine technology?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
that.
We actually take people to a deep transformation into their being, their soul. And it all begins with awareness. And then that awareness goes so deep and it hits somewhere so deep, it hits home and it just becomes that aha moment. And then I call those aha moments as neuroshine moments of truth, because the neurons are shining. There is a science behind it. The synapses are being lit up. I can literally show you images of your brain with all these billions of neurons being lit up. Scientifically, electrical signals are being exchanged. So that's why it's called the neuroshine.
Wow, I just felt something. I don't know, I felt something in my brain, as you were saying that. Yeah. I don't know, the mind is so powerful. I kind of, I don't know if it's a headache or, something.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's my neurons.
Your neurons are shining?
They're she's right. No, I'm sure with what you do, you come across people that don't quite all the way understand it sometimes. So what would you say is like the biggest misconception about what you do that you get?
Yes, that's a wonderful question. The misconception of coaching is not very well understood. Coaching, you know how everybody these days is a coach?
Yeah.
That's the biggest misconception. Okay.
Is that they're actually a coach?
Okay, so that's the biggest misconception.
Wow.
Because everybody has their own definition or understanding or perspective about coaching. And that is where I feel I need to be louder, because my Academy of Neuroscience Technology is a globally international coaching federation accredited coaching certification program. What does that mean? Because coaching is still not a regulated industry in most of the countries. In Russia, it is, for example. In Turkey, it is regulated.
It's not a regulated industry. So what does it mean to not be a regulated industry?
It means you don't need to go to a school and get a degree. You know, to become a doctor.
You could just wake up and say, I'm a coach. You could put it in your bio.
Exactly.
I'm a coach.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, nobody is looking for a licensing or anything to just, look and then realize that you actually have gone through the training, gone through the education or the experience to call yourself as a coach. That's why it's not regulated. It's called regulation, right? If you look at other countries, like my home country,
Right.
Turkey, not Turkey, by the way.
Yeah.
Turkey, yes.
Nice.
Turkey and Russia, for example, two examples. It doesn't matter you go to a training and then you get certified as a coach. You still need to take the government exam and then the licensing to open up a coaching business.
Wow, America would hate that.
Yes.
We don't want to do that.
I know.
We just want to wake up and say, I'm a coach. We want to make a webinar and say, I'm a coach.
Yes.
And
So
that's it.
that's the biggest misconception. And I actually, as a master certified coach myself from the International Coaching Federation, I have done thousands and thousands of hours of coaching education. I educated myself. And then I have more than 3,000 hours of coaching experience. Wow. And that is the gold standard in the entire world. The International Coaching Federation is the organization that regulates the non-regulated coaching industry through these core competencies. At least you need to show some coaching competencies, some skill set, some code of ethics, compliance to those ethics and standards. And that's how they set those the gold standards. And us as coaches, we actually learn from those globally accredited coaching certification programs, and then we become, as a master certified coach, I created my own globally accredited coaching certification program, and now I am teaching others how to become globally credentialed coach.
Wow. Yeah. I think that's beautiful. And you put yourself through those 10,000 hours. You know?
I've passed my 10,000 hours. Yes.
I love that.
Yes. It's been 13 years in the making. And it has been truly transformational, transmuting, transfigurational. It's all that because obviously I have a totally new identity. My Turkish name is Burcu.
Burcu.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. That's smooth.
Thank you.
But you changed your name to Shiny.
I did.
When you came to America.
Yes. I became a citizen in 2015 and then I named myself Shiny to be the light for myself and others. And with the PhD, it became Dr. Shiny. And now one of my missions in this lifetime is to show people what coaching is and what coaching is not. When you're teaching your programs in your webinars, that's not coaching.
It's not?
No.
That's what Americans do.
No.
That's all we do.
If you want, I can share the definition of coaching with the ICF's definition.
Yes, please give us the definition.
So the definition of coaching is partnering up with clients in a thought-provoking, and create a process that inspires them to maximize their personal and professional potential. So it's partnership. It's a process.
Right.
It's got to be thought-provoking, got to be creative, got to be inspiring. Who is doing the work? The person. Mm-hmm. They are the ones who are feeling inspired to maximize their potential. We are partnering up with them in this process. We are not telling them what to do. We're not teaching them. I am teaching them because I am a coach teacher. I'm a coach trainer. But when you become a ICF credentialed coach, that's the last thing you want to do. If you're teaching people something, you're not coaching. You're teaching. Wow. Those are different modalities.
Now, is there any situations where you're kind of pouring into it, one of your coaching clients, and they're not doing the work? Mm-hmm. Like, how do you get them to really take action? You know, because I come across that, sometimes as well. You know, as you know, we're working with clients on these albums and sizzle reels. And a lot of times, you know, as a speaker, you have to still work your content. You know,
right?
The same way that anybody or profession would to get people to notice them. But many times speakers want to just go on stage, you know, give their speech, trust in their speaking bureau to really get them booked on stage. But many times speaking bureaus don't really do much except for listing you on a directory. But our speaking bureau is different at conferenceanthems.com. But, you know, we're going to be different. So how do you get people to do the work?
That's the billion-dollar question, isn't it?
Gotta do the work, man.
How do you do the work? Well, that's the inspiration part. Inspiration. They have to be inspired. Think about it. If I come here and if I'm your coach and if I keep telling you, Chawn, do this, do this, do this, do this, do that, are you inspired?
Depends on how you say it.
Correct. All right, in the pocket. If I come here and if I ask you questions, Chawn, when was a time that you felt so inspired that you couldn't even wait to wake up and go after that dream?
Wow. You're framing it differently.
It's in the questions. It's in the way that you communicate. You know, coaching is a communication mastery. It is. Yeah. And that's how you get to inspire those people. It's in that mastery, that craft, and how you really share it and how you care, right? Again, we're back to the same place.
Yes.
So that is in the co-creating, I want to summarize. It's not only the coach or only the client. It's a co-creation. It's
a co-creation of execution.
Yes.
It's coming to that common result. So when you're at the beginning, you know, when you're working with a client, I know when we're working with clients on, you know, our reels and, you know, videos and things, we like to, okay, what is your goal over the next 6 to 12 months for your speaking business? What result would you like this to create for you?
Yes.
So is that something that you do at the beginning when you first, you know, connect with a client?
Absolutely. This is actually one of the first coaching questions, like, what is your desired outcome?
Ooh.
That's a beautiful coaching question.
And do they usually have the same outcomes? Like, oh, I want to get rich, or oh, I want, you know, something just like top of the mountain type, or is it sometimes very basic?
Not really, because everybody is a different universe.
Wow.
Everybody has their own different dreams. Everybody has their own desires. What's in our heart is so unique from one to the other. And that's why the coaching process and coaching sessions and the coaching results are also very different from one person to the other. What, if you're asking what is the common for most of the people, is to actually process the fear, to process the emotions.
Process the emotions. Dealing with your emotions, dealing with yourself, fighting your demons.
Exactly.
You know, and coming out on top of that. Every day you got to wake up and fight your demons. So it's like, if you don't have a solution for that, it's going to be tough for you every day. And you may become a quitter. You might quit.
Yes.
Just give up on life.
Yes. And that's the hardest part. And that's why coaching is like having a hand. Like somebody gives you a hand. That coach holds your hand. and tells you, I got you.
Ooh.
You're not alone.
You're not alone. That's a song. You're not alone. So you have to show this. So showing you care shows them that they're not alone.
Yes.
Because many times people don't really get that support system from their inner circle.
Yes.
And that's the only support you need a lot of times. Like, only if this person believed in me, only if this person believed in me. That the person that sees you every day, if you don't get affirmation from that person, I could see how it could make somebody quit or, feel like they need more.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I've had all of those. I've had, I mean, you can imagine. That was my actually third trial. I didn't tell you the beginning of my story, but that was my third trial in 2010 when I left everything behind, when I decided to go again to Los Angeles. That was my third trial.
Ooh.
And
Gotta keep going.
everybody was in front of me. Where do you think you're going? My mom said that. Where do you think you're going? Again. I'm like, I don't need your permission. Get out of my way.
Wow, that's bold. That's real. That's authentic. Like, that's somebody that's relentless. That's somebody that knows what they want out of life.
Yep. I was unstoppable. Although she's my mother, she's trying to help me hold my hand. Is she really? Because what is she coming from? She's coming from fear. Oh, you're going to go again, and it's not going to work out again. And you will feel sad. You will feel like a failure. It's all the conditioning. It's all the programming that we all have in our society. Yeah. And we don't know how to process that. I had to teach those things to my mother. That's why she became my student later in life.
Oh, really? That's full circle again.
Yep.
I like that.
And I'm like, Mom, remember when I was 9 years old, I got 6 out of 10 in geography, and then you were like out of your mind, and then you made sure that I got 10. 6 was not okay. You made sure that I studied really hard.
Yeah.
Your turn, Mama. We're going to make you study your emotions. Ooh. We're going to make you study how to listen. We're going to make you study how to be okay with my decisions.
Ooh.
How's that for a change, Mommy?
Oh, I love that. How did she take this? Like, was she a good student, or,
She came to me. Like, this is the joking part. She came to me herself. Because when my father passed away, tragically, thank you, we were not expecting that. It was so sudden, and it actually ruined her psychology. For 7 years, she was pretty depressed. So that's why she came to me, and I was at the beginning of my career, and I was testing if I could do something with my NLP tools and skills, and then, coach her and then do something, and it worked.
Smooth. And
then after that, she actually came to me herself. She said, what are you doing? I want to know more. So perhaps I need to come sit in your trainings. Teach me. She said. She came to me herself.
Oh, man, I know that had to be a big moment for you.
That was so big, Chawn. I mean, I cannot tell you what it means, because I also know all my students out there, my clients out there, we all have our mother, father, some sort of like parent issues, right? So they're all trying to figure out their relationships with their parents. And when that happened, I was blown away. And then I had no idea how it was gonna unfold. Today, I can tell you, she's transformed. She's amazing.
Really?
She's amazing. She's my best person to talk, to have a conversation. We're still working on her listening skills, I gotta tell you, but
wow. Mama.
She has transformed, because here's what she understood. She understood that emotions are to be processed with the autonomy of the person, not how she thinks they need to be processed. Because that's the problem I see in the world. We are stuck in our own agenda. We are stuck in the way that, this is how it is done and that's it. No.
Yeah.
That's your assumption. Let's just crack that. Let's just look at it from different perspectives, and let's just like expand your mindset. You're like, let's explore what else could work, what else could mean this thing for another person. Yeah. Let's just really unpack word by word. What do we really mean? How do we really process life? Because again, we are in the human outfit.
We are.
Right? And so she learned from my Neuroshine technology that we all want to be safe, seen, heard, appreciated, and free.
That's a fact. And on that note, what lessons would you give to the listeners out here, you know, as we close out?
Oh, I have so much more to share. The wisdom that I can give everyone who's listening is that everything is one.
Everything is one.
Everything is one. For that reason, if you have a thought, it's just a thought. Mm-hmm. If you have a feeling, it's just a feeling. Mm-hmm. Combine the power of your mind with the wisdom of your heart to maximize your potential and make your difference in the world.
I can't wait to watch this episode. What you just said, like, that's something I would like rewind the video for. Like, I would definitely rewind the video at that part. Rewind the video and subscribe.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. That's actually one of my taglines. That's
naturally.
Yeah. Combine the power of your mind with the wisdom of your heart to maximize your potential and make your difference in the world.
Beautiful. Selling from the stage.
That's it.
Shani, thank you so much for, you know, being one of the first guests on this podcast.
My pleasure.
I couldn't have thought of a better way to start it out. You know, I had to, you know, call you.
Yeah.
I know we're going to be working on some things. So,
exactly. I'm excited. I really am looking forward to this. And thank you for your heart work. Okay.
You're welcome. I appreciate
Thank you for sharing your light out in the world. We need more of that. You're appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Selling from the stage. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We all here. I'll go on and write it. Subscribe. That's in my nice handwriting. But
Is that subscribe?
It's not. I tried.